All right, thanks for staying with us. The level of insecurity in Benue State has reached a melting point. The state for years has been under attack by armed bandits suspected to be Fulani herdsmen. Like a killing field, the bloodshed continues unabated, with many victims given mass burials and others buried by their loved ones, fortunate to be alive. Hundreds have lost their lives, thousands displaced, and property worth millions of naira are continually destroyed almost on a daily basis there. And reports from the Benue State Teaching Service Board says that these attacks have disrupted the school calendar and forced 300,000 children out of school. According to the Executive Secretary of the board, 200,000 of the figure are secondary school students and 100,000 make up the primary school pupils. Now, just days ago, armed bandits dressed in military attire stormed Gwe West local government, burning down houses. Well, we have a security expert, Richard Amua, who's joining us in the studio this morning. Good morning, and good to see you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
But so the topic is not it's not a very bright topic. 300,000 students drop out of school. You know, when there's a security threat, I mean, this is proof that without security, nothing else can thrive.
True.
Whether it's education, whether it is health,
business,
whatever it is.
We understand still.
Everything, it takes a toll on everything. And now you have 300,000 students being denied their future.
True. Honestly, I think Mr. President should take an opportunity of his international tour to UK right now. He's going to be in America on the 24th with a Trump, and ask for international assistance for these issues of security in Nigeria. I got into that. We can't keep pretending.
Well, the Senate has said he should not shy away from asking for international support.
No, we can't keep pretending. Yeah. I think you and Ogochi were the one that was set today. That was a few months back that I said that Mr. President should have a political will to ask the service chiefs to resign, to all go. They've tried. They need, he needs people that are going to give him more ideas, people to come with new, fresh ideas. I've never seen a government for over 3 years. You will not change your ministers. You will not change people working with you. No, but you see, we are talking about close to 200 million people. Yeah. Diverse, different languages, different cultures. It's not possible that.
No, we should put things in clear perspective. Okay. Do you change a working formula if it's good? Do you abandon it because you need to change?
No.
Because you think that they are not working
you see,
well?
It's like a football team. Sometimes you see that a club is not amassing points and they're about going on relegation. The same thing start doing very well the moment they change their coach.
Okay, good.
You see the same players. Right. It's just mentality.
And like they say, the game is won from the bench.
Thank you.
So now the point is, do you have a reserve bench? Do you have a bench
we should
that
have.
Can provide?
I told you that 200 million people and all the security experts we have. You see, the truth is that even before, when the past administration was losing it in the Northeast, when this present government came, it came with this present chief of staff, and it was doing very well. The army were then very discouraged, and he motivated them, and they were up and doing. But lately, things are not been going very well. Okay, coming to the issue of Benue State. For those of us who have been to Benue State, I was privileged that I did my class 1 in Benue, around Boko, Lesser. You see, these people stay kilometers away from each other. You could see a village of maybe 100 huts. Another village is going to be like another 10, 20 kilometers. Yeah. And some of these roads are not motorables. So tell me, how do you think police can cover this thing? And we're talking about a country that's under policing. Now...
Okay, let's even narrow it down to the issue of schools, especially in Benue State, where we hear that about 2,000 teachers have received the threat letters to discontinue any teaching activity. And then you have 300,000 kids out of school. Government schools have been burned down, or totally, destroyed. By who? Is it the headsmen that are doing this, or is it Boko Haram? Because this mode of operation, it seems to be reminiscent of.
That's why I'm saying that this government presently needs an assistance in terms of security. We cannot shy away from that. Whether allegedly Boko Haram or herdsmen, but it is insecurity. 300,000 children off school, that's a whole lot. that's a generation of illiteracy we are breeding. And like I said, you see, there's something we do in this country that is so often. Remember this guy that wore a bomb, Mutalab, or what's his name?
Mutalab.
Yeah,
Christmas Day.
Yeah, remember then when they said Nigeria should be listed as a terrorist country and all that stuff. And you see, we deny some issues in this country. We don't need to, especially when it has to do with security. You said something. When a country is not secured, the business, schooling, everything is down. You can't keep pretending the way we are going. Okay, right now, for example, the army in Taraba, we learned they've been withdrawn because of issue here and there. So the Benue situation, it keeps happening.
Even in Benue, because the lawmakers there held a press conference saying that the operation Ayimak Patuma was stopped abruptly without information. And the military has been coming out to give reasons
that's the point here.
Officers.
That's the point here. So for me right now, I think, I might say it on national television, I might sound strange, but I think a situation should be declared in Benue State in terms of security.
An emergency situation?
Yes.
But do you think...
know, sorry,
okay,
let me finish my thought here. When you declare a security emergency, it means that you have to take a whole lot of battalion to that site and let them be there for a period of time. Like I told you, Benue is a peculiar situation right now. And it seems that to me, government is not doing anything, but they are doing something. But they need to make the citizens know that they are doing something.
Okay, yes, you said it should call for a state of emergency,
yes.
But do you call, that is when you...
On security.
On security. That is when it seems that something is out of hand.
Yes.
And
but it's not out of hand right now.
Is it out? I want to ask, I want to clarify, because would you say the security operatives have done enough, have given their best enough to secure that state before you now declare? Because with the way Benue people have complained, and some Nigerians have complained about their attitude, the police and then the military officers there, borrowing from what T.Y. Danjuma said, the way they've gone about their activities in that state and the states in the Middle Belt, would you say they've given enough? So if you declare a state of emergency, what is the assurance that they will really perform? Thank you.
Now, have you ever listened to, what is his name again, the commissioner of Benue State now, the former... Don't you feel for him? Each time there's something in one village, he runs there. He keeps saying the same thing. Now, coming to your question, have they done enough? How many policemen on ground there? I've said it time without number, that most of this job that the armies are even doing, they're not army's job, they're police job. It's just because police is overwhelmed. That's why army have been drafted. Now, army too is overwhelmed too. So the question here I'm saying is that declaring state of emergency in security in Benue State means that we need to take men, not a question that you are withdrawing them now. Let's them stay there, stand by for a period of time, like they did in some other states of Nigeria.
But
so
the point, the challenge there again, while you're
I want to answer this question, whether they've done enough.
Okay, fine.
Whether they've done enough. Yes. The question that they've not done enough is because of the way they have found themselves. They are not enough. They are not. Owoshina have said it without number that that policing Benue State is peculiar. It's really different in the sense of...
Why is it peculiar?
It's because of what I just told you.
Okay.
They don't live. They are not like staying together. It's not like, for example, you are going. I don't know which state I'm going to use as an example right now.
Maybe
that
like
together.
Sokoto, for example. I mean, driving from Sokoto to Kamba, for example. I mean,
you understand?
You don't see anything.
You don't see anything. And don't forget again,
don't forget
that Benue has a lot of vegetation. They say we call them baskets of the nation. And it's true.
And that's why I want to ask the question, why Benue? Is there something about Benue State that makes it a target of herdsmen attacks, or whether it's even Boko Haram? We don't even know.
Maybe because they have a fertile ground. Maybe because they have a lot of, because they have a good vegetation, they have good weather or something. Because if you go to Benue, I'm telling you the truth.
Is the end game to attack Nigeria's food security, which is what we're hearing already?
When this kind of thing happens, a whole lot of rumor comes up. Okay. You understand? But if Benue is shut down, I'm telling you, entire Nigeria is shut down. And that's why we don't need to sit back right now and say that this is happening in Benue. Entire Nigeria to cry out, because if Benue is shut down,
in the food basket of the nation,
I'm telling you, Nigeria is going to be shut down.
Okay, let's look at the larger picture, especially the security aspect of it. We've heard that Lake Chad is shrinking.
Yes.
And that is why many herdsmen, even from other neighboring countries, are coming
into
the hinterland, especially into fertile grounds like Benue, Taraba, and all that. Our borders are porous, meaning that we don't even have data of people coming in or going out at any time.
Yes.
So how should this be addressed? Because it seems that it's just about securing Benue State alone. What about a whole lot of things really put into the mix?
You see, I've done my own little research. Herdsmen, it's not only in Nigeria. This is West Africa. It's happened in Ghana, Mali, and other stuff. You see, they have a route. And because of this urbanization, people migrating, their route has been narrowed.
Yeah.
And the more it's getting narrowed, the more they are trying to force their way. So I think what we are trying to do is to get, is it colonial, they said, or ranches and other stuff, like it's done in other parts of the world. But coming back to issue of Benue, I'm still telling you, I've sat back again and asked myself, why Benue every time? Taraba. Again, don't forget again that Benue, they have a good river. You know, River Benue. River Benue kind of surround a lot of villages around that area. And they have good products and they have good leaves. So those are the things. But again, like Mr. President advised, if these herdsmen are truly herdsmen, the kind of herdsmen that they used to be when we were growing up, that you go and meet them, say, please give me kunu, nunu, all those stuff, and they give you. So if they are the kind of, we should be able to negotiate with them and say, okay, well, let me be sincere with ourselves. At what point did herdsmen become so volatile, become so...
exchange their sticks for guns, for AK-47.
At what point?
And who is training them?
Thank you.
Who is providing, because look, a young herder of 16 or 17 or whatever their age is cannot just pick up an AK-47 from wherever and start shooting.
Yes.
Somebody must provide some kind of training.
Absolutely.
You see, we have an issue at hand here, and this present government need to do something quickly. Sorry, I'm going to digress a little bit. Just like what happened in National Assembly a few days ago, like a magic, something that could not happen. The point here is that we have a group of businessmen who has cow, and they are called what? They have a name.
Oh, me.
Oh. You understand? No, come on. Now, those people, are they trying to protect their cow? Are they trying to protect their business? They've come to the national TV to say they are not the one doing this. So why is it difficult for us to address this issue? That's the question I'm asking. You know, see, because this is a business. I run a security company, and we know ourselves. And we have uniforms. If my guards have done something wrong, they could call me quickly. Richard, mega guard, this is what I've done. So what I'm saying here is that we have herdsmen going, you know, it's business. This is not one cow. Oh, hold on. This is not one cow. This is not two cows. Hundreds, 50s. No. So tell me, how come we cannot get this thing done?
It's even confusing, really, because recall that the DSS came out to say that they did an investigation and found out that the attackers were members of ISWA, a terrorist organization in West Africa. And then later, when the president spoke, he appealed to Benue people to please accommodate their neighbors. Everyone. So if they are truly countrymen, Nigeria,
how do we accommodate them?
Do we accommodate them?
Even before,
and then why is DSS saying that?
Not even DSS. Mr. President said just last week again that they are Libya.
Exactly. See, so different stories at different times.
There's so many miscommunication here and there, and when you say one thing, say another thing, Nigeria get confused. It looks like there's a third hand. So that's why people don't really want to believe what is going on.
Okay, let's try not to even get confused with this discussion this morning. Our focus is on the children that are forced to stay out of school.
We cannot talk about it without the cause of it. Anyway,
absolutely, definitely. And of course, teachers too. In the Northeast, over 2,600 teachers have been killed. They've lost their lives. And
millions of
there is a threat of that happening in Benue, where about 2,000 teachers have received threat letters. Don't continue the teaching activities in your schools, or else. And then you have this Safe Schools initiative that was launched in 2014, following the...
Not even good, yeah.
Yeah. How effective is this Safe Schools
It's not,
initiative?
that I said, don't
what
even
are we
go
doing
there.
with it? Did we just launch it and then, you know...
I want to say it here, because of this Safe School initiative, I went registered an NGO called Child Safety Education and Protection Initiative to follow up on what government have put on ground. I'm telling you, it's just a mouth say. It is only in this country that you say, we want to save school, put money down, and nobody follows up on it. No NGO, no civil organization. You see, the problem of Nigeria is still the leadership. Do we have, no, I'm telling you, the political class, we don't understand. And if they are watching us and they are listening, I think they need to go back to their drawing table to go and remap.
Are you sure they even have a drawing table to start?
No, if there's not, let them go. Let them go. No, I've watched a lot of Nigerians complaining. And the only complaint we have right now is to go and get our PVC and do the right thing and bring the people that matters to read this. The way we are going, if time and care is not taken, we're going to hit the brick wall in terms of security. A country that is not protected, a country that don't know how to protect our people, is apparently going to hit the brick wall.
And it seems that they're not even looking at the bigger picture when it comes to the threat. The Northeast is battling its major problems. Now the North Central is facing Fulani heads.
Gradually.
The Northwest, we have Kaduna State, you know, with some Southern
Yes,
Kaduna
so this
really
seems to
is
be
facing wahala. And then in the South now, kidnapping and armed robbery, deadly armed robbery incidents are on the rise now on a daily basis. So it seems that almost every region of Nigeria is facing one security challenge or another. What should really be done?
Let me tell you what I think.
It boils down to political will.
For me right now, as a security person, let me tell you what government should do. I think time has come where, instead of encouraging people to say, take arm, take stone, I think this is the time for us to come up with our vigilante system within the people.
Why not security police?
But the same vigilantes, Richard, are being disarmed with the call from the IG.
I'm coming to that.
Yes.
You see, we are making a whole lot of mistakes. I see using Lagos State as a pilot, as an example of what we call neighborhood cops in Lagos. They don't carry arms. But
so
because of by giving information, vital information, security is about information.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm saying is the fact that most of the vigilantes that Northeast, North Central, Northwest, that I'm suggesting that they should come up with, should work with the police. Those guys are farmers. They should be trained. They should be helped to know what to do at the right time, not about carrying a hunter's gun. But I know that in some states right now, they are trying to disarm them. But in this special state, we need to train them. And I'm not just talking about vigilante, people who are, no. I'm talking about well-trained vigilante to work with the police. And again,
what about the use of technology? We're not even talking about.
We're not even talking about technology. Like right now, even with the issue of Benue,
after the Senate invasion, CCTV cameras in some parts of Abuja, yet Nigerians have not seen the faces of those people. All right, thank you very much, Richard Amuwo.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Right, we'll go on a short break, and when we return, we'll be looking at the controversy surrounding the allegation leveled against the university professor, and then blow it up a little about what has been happening in the education sector, especially in the tertiary institutions. Stay with us.